supposed to say he's here.
Justin.
Hey,
How are y'all?
you
Lurking
kept
in
me
the
up.
corner.
You kept me up late last night.
I'm really surprised that you guys stayed up as late as you did. To be honest with you, I was proud of everybody.
I was sleepy tired, but
Yeah, me too.
you were amazing last night. That was a lot of fun.
Thank you.
did a little private house party at Pigpen.
I'm really
so.
sorry I missed that.
I'm sorry you missed it too.
Yeah.
Steve goes to bed at 7:30
Dang.
at night.
Well,
Wow,
I got up at 4, so
Okay.
and then I went downtown and ran with a bunch of friends of mine. So
It's
I've already got in
sweating.
10 miles today. That's my thing.
Wow.
So,
So are
Gross.
you do 10 miles a day?
not every day.
What do you do, like a week or what do you?
I do about 30 to 40 miles a week.
Jeez, wow.
63.
Who are you?
Still doing it, man.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Oh yeah.
Gross.
I figured we were the same age.
Oh,
I'm 50. I mean, really.
You're 50?
Yeah.
I'm 55.
Wow. See,
I'm a witch.
you guys look great.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's
There is something in this Michelle juice.
There is.
There's something
There
special
is.
in that, Michelle.
There is.
Geez.
So I want to piggyback off of something that you said last night when I was listening to you. Do your kids think you are as cool as I do?
I mean, thank you. Number one, it's hard to say. They do when their friends say stuff to them, and every now and then the girls will come home from school and they'll be like, so and so was they said their parents listen to your music, and so like when that started happening, it got cool.
Oh,
You know what I
Oh.
mean?
Yeah.
And then the Ella Langley thing has been really helpful
Yeah.
too. You know what I mean?
God,
So,
I love her. God, she's just a little bucket full of
Yeah.
southern sunshine. I just love her.
Yeah, her and Miranda gives me cred. So that's the thing. If I'm cool to people that they listen to, then I'm cool.
Yeah.
But I mean, the day to day.
Will they still make you drop them off like 2 blocks away from the school? Like, Dad,
Oh, no.
don't look at me, Dad.
They're not there yet. She'll be 10 Wednesday. And
Okay,
then,
I got a couple more
yeah,
Oh,
years.
enjoy that
So we're
time,
not
man.
there yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It won't be long, but we're
No,
not there
I know,
yet.
and when it comes
Oh,
real
it comes,
quick.
right? And you're
So
like, what the
fast.
hell just
Yeah,
happened?
I remember the exact moment my daughter, when she went, I came home from work and I said, hey, honey, how was your day? And she started bawling and ran upstairs. I'm like, oh, there it is.
Her head.
Here we go.
Forever.
I literally think my daughter one time her head went in a full rotation and she levitated
Yeah.
above the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's that.
Adam,
funny.
thank you for joining us. This
Yeah.
is really exciting.
And Justin.
And Justin over there. I feel like you take your music really seriously.
Which is to my detriment sometimes. I feel like
Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that it, you get like really into it and you kind of lose the fun of it sometimes?
As far as from songwriting perspective, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's not that I take it seriously. I just understand that it's a craft, and and so I kind of I feel like a little bit of like a torchbearer of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but that's pretty self-imposed, to be
Yeah.
honest with you. I mean, like and I talk about it with my wife gives me hell about it. Just the fact that like I could lighten up about a lot of stuff. And I will say the older I've gotten, it's a lot easier to lighten up.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I would air my dirty laundry in my songs and stuff like that. So I kind of learned to sort of back off of
Yeah.
that. You can use those things to inspire the song, but let that be the inspiration and
Yeah.
kind of use your imagination.
Do you
after
feel
that.
like as you've gotten more and more notoriety and fame that you put more pressure on yourself?
I think it just has a lot to do with the fact that like there's a volume of songs now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're to the point to where it's like, well, oh God, now what do I say?
Yeah.
And I mean, you think to yourself that you'd never think that, but like when you go through a certain period of time where like I have a lot of songs about being on the road because that's what I do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But then I'd say, well, I think I got to back off these. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And then
yeah.
I write 2 that are pretty good, and then I'm
Uh-huh.
like, wait a minute, you said you're supposed to back off of these, and then I start to put these limits and boundaries on myself that
Yeah.
you should never do.
I don't think you
Yeah.
have one with the name Michelle in it yet. I'm just saying.
You're not gonna like it.
Right? I'm just saying. Just saying. I don't know what the.
Wait a
hell
minute, I
that's-
do. Shelley was that's all I'll say.
That's all. Okay.
We'll have to pull that
That's
one
a
up later.
relationship.
That's
That's a
all you say.
relationship.
So I know you've probably been asked this question a million times, but what is your most favorite song that you've ever written?
Good question. Downturn is probably my favorite. Yeah. I wrote that with Jason Eady, Jason's one of my closest friends. He and I are the same age, and my oldest daughter and his oldest daughter are like 2 weeks apart. And then Jason's from Jackson, Mississippi. I'm from Alabama, but we both met over here in Texas, and so we were kind of, I recognize that. I recognize that dialect. I recognize that sound, and so we've been friends for a long time, and have written a lot of songs together. And but there's lines in there that I'm really proud of. There's
Yeah.
running in circles beats the hell out of sinking in sand. Like,
Ooh, that's a
I
good
did
one.
that. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
wow, I said that.
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
good.
So,
What do you think? We were talking earlier with Noah Derrick, and he brought up AI in music. What do you think about AI coming in music?
I think it's all a matter of how you use it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I think if you use it as a tool,
Uh-huh.
anything that you can use as a tool to make your craft better, then I think that's a benefit to you. I think
Yeah.
if it becomes something that's a crutch or something that you're using to be dishonest
Uh-huh.
or kind of create a facade or a mask or something like that, I don't think that's going to serve any
Yeah.
purpose.
That's a good point.
And
Yeah.
that's, I mean, I've kind of, I've looked at it both ways because I have people that I know that I'm questioning kind of the drive behind what they're doing, but then I have some friends that have created some bands they're great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, wow, this is an AI band and these guys are good. Holy
Yeah,
crap,
it's kind of crazy. We actually, pretty early on, we put in, make us a podcast about Dripping Springs, and it was with the Google Gemini one. And it came up with like a 45-minute podcast. And it
Oh, yeah,
sounded
and
like
it was
two people
talking.
talking to each other. I was like, holy hell, we're going to be out of work.
She was a lot nicer than I was, though, because I don't
Yeah,
know.
and she didn't make fun of me.
Well,
on a regular basis.
and that's kind of what you lose, and because we've done it before, just ask AI to write down a hood song, and you can tell that it pulls from things in the past, but it doesn't create anything different.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's just using the information that it has to kind of collect and then just restamp it. And so,
Yeah.
but it's not using my mind to
Right.
make something different and make something new or come up with new words.
If I'm in a
Yeah.
crunch, I'll for a guest or whatever, and I'll ask it, hey, help me, craft, and I'll give these like detailed prompts,
Yeah.
and it'll say always at the end, do you want a little more Michelle sass? And I'm like, well, shit, start off with the
yeah.
sass.
I feel like
I
you're
don't even
judging
know
me,
why-
AI.
Yeah, seriously.
I actually don't like AI because it always ends it with the questions like, "Hey, you're supposed to be working for me. You
I know.
keep asking me more shit.
keep
I don't
asking
want
questions.
to. I don't want to
Who's
give
the
you
boss
more."
here?
Yeah.
You're not the boss of me.
Yeah.
I want you to walk me through your personal pre-stage walkthrough right before you're about to go on. Not like a house party, a small party, but like when you're going on the big stage and you're one of the headliners. What is that going through your mind? Like, I can't believe I get to do this shit for a living. Or
Yes,
what is it?
that, but I still get really nervous.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you really?
I get really nervous. Yeah. I mean, in fact, I went to see Ragweed in Athens, Georgia. My wife and I did, and so I texted Cody and I said, "Hey man, we're gonna come see your show." And I said, "Is that cool if we do?" He said, "Yeah, if you'll sing a song with me." And so
cool.
I know it's awesome, right?
Can I throw up right
Yeah,
before I
know.
go on?
Well, that's the thing. And so like 3 minutes before he called me, I looked at my wife and I said, "I don't know why in the hell I do this." You know what I mean? Because it was, it's the coolest thing ever. I mean, that's the coolest thing
Yeah.
ever. But my nerves are so bad, I just get tired of it. You know what I mean? And it's not. I don't get tired of the performance by any means. It's just the all this weird anxiety, and it comes from just you sing enough weddings and you mess up enough people's day.
Oh,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah.
And it hasn't happened probably once in my life. And she was
Yeah.
probably drunk anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
They
You know?
didn't know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Do you, as soon as you take that first strum on the guitar, does the jitters go away?
No, it doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, isn't that funny how
It is
that
funny.
works?
I
It's
know.
like boom, and it stops.
And if you can tell yourself, to wait on that, then that's a thing. But there's no,
Yeah.
it doesn't work.
But I also find if you get too laid back sometimes, then things get sloppy.
Yeah, you're not on your toes. Yeah, very
yeah,
true.
that's
I
right.
know people were asking, are you nervous about emceeing this event? I'm like, well, you stop fucking talking about it. I'm not nervous.
I wasn't.
But honestly, like I always say, even I'm surprised what comes out of my mouth half the time. It's like I can't get in my head about that. I've done it a lot. I just can't get in there, and I'm gonna get up there and I'm gonna riff, and it's almost like an out of body experience, like being dead, and you're looking down, and you're like, what's that idiot on the stage doing?
What is she talking about? Well, and it's kind of best to do it that way. You know what I mean? Because you really will. You get in your head.
Yeah.
You know, and especially when you start thinking about your words or things like that. It's
Yeah.
just best not to think
It's
about
funny you just said we're emceeing this event. My hands just started sweating. What's up with that? Well, Adam, I'm really excited. I missed last night, but today I'm going to get to hear you guys play. I'm really excited. Thanks for joining us for a couple minutes this
it.
morning.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
We so
Good to see you
appreciate
guys.
it.
26. Here we
Edition.
go.
First in studio today, we're going to have several wonderful artists.
Back to back to back.
That's right. But our hometown girls, the Cunningham Sisters, welcome so much.
Thank
Thank
y'all
you
for
so
having
much.
us.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
I've known you since you were knee high
I
to
know.
what? grasshopper?
Yeah, crazy.
Knee high to a all of a sudden, Steve's all Western
I'm country now.
I'm all country now.
No, they came for the Run by the Creek. I don't know. We were talking 4, 5, 6 years ago. They came and did the Star Spangled Banner. I was standing up there on the flatbed trailer with you guys,
Yes, sir.
and you started singing. And I swear, God's truth, I got tears in my eyes from listening to how beautiful your voices are.
Thank you.
sir.
That's really much of a miracle because he doesn't have a heart. So the fact that he did that,
Oh my
that's
goodness.
really good. That's really good. Okay, so Stormy, Stormy and
Cammy and
Yeah.
Stormy.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, Cammy and Stormy. So tell me about you guys have grown up in Dripping Springs your whole life.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am. We were born in Austin and grew up in Dripping Springs, lived here our whole lives. We love it so much. It's growing fast, so. But yeah.
And my dad moved here when he was 10, I think. And they lived on the ranch that we live on now. And they
Yeah.
just bought property next to it so we could grow up there. But
Oh, that's
Yeah,
great.
that's been cool.
So my dad's seen it change a lot.
Yeah.
I read that you guys were like 6 or 7 generation Texans.
Yeah, sixth
Yes, ma'am.
generation.
6th generation.
Yeah.
Me
Crazy.
too. Look at
Really?
us.
That's
Look
so
at us.
cool.
I'm a
Yeah.
6th generation Texan too.
Not me.
Not Steve. No.
Are you from a musical family?
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
so our great grandparents on my dad's side had a band. The Cunningham Jamboree is what they called it.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, that's been super cool. My grandpa was always musical, and yeah.
And my dad, too. He played the
Yeah.
guitar a little bit.
Okay, all right. But now your
Yeah.
dad's a dentist.
Oral surgeon.
Oral surgeon.
Oh, wait,
I'm
corrected.
sorry. I'm sorry. Dad works in teeth. That's what I need.
Yeah,
And
Yes,
mom,
sir.
too.
yeah,
Yes,
both
sir.
of them.
Orthodontist and oral surgeon. So
Yeah.
we've always known to brush our teeth really well since we were little.
Do you think you guys will get into that profession, or you want to just go right
Well-
to the top?
Well, what do you think they're wanting to do,
Well, I
Mallett?
know what they want to do.
Yeah, we are just hoping to write songs and perform and just see where it
Yeah.
takes us with our music.
Yeah,
Have
well,
fun
you're
with
doing a
it.
great job right now.
Thank you.
Tell me about your creative process. You've written so. I was listening to one of your songs yesterday. Was it Red River? God, what a beautiful song! But tell us about your creative process. How you write music.
So we co-write a lot. We've written a few by ourselves, but mainly we just sign up for co-writes with people that want to write with us and hope to get a good song out of it. I mean, it's been really cool. My dad comes up with a lot of the ideas for most of the songs, but yeah. And the rodeo life, obviously, that gives us a lot of ideas and inspiration, so we love it.
Are you excited to be on stage this weekend?
We're
We are
so excited.
We've been practicing and we've been
Looking
waiting
forward
for it.
to this for a long time.
Yeah,
That's great.
So
yeah.
And you both. I was looking at the list of instruments that you both. I'm sure you both don't play, but it's what banjo, harmonica, pedal steel, mandolin, piano, drums.
Yeah,
Yes,
a little
sir.
bit, yeah.
Do both of you do that?
She plays the drums a little bit. She used
Okay.
to a lot more, but
Yeah.
I mainly play the banjo. She does some, but and
I play like a little bit. I kind of gravitated more towards the guitar while she
Yeah.
plays the banjo.
Okay.
And we know a little mandolin. She knows a little pedal steel, but
Yeah.
harmonica, we play
Yeah.
that a lot.
Are we going to see any of that this weekend at Swampy Tonk?
yeah, I'm gonna be playing banjo today and guitar and
No harmonica,
But-
unfortunately. Not this set, but
Oh.
yes, sir.
yeah.
So tell me about school. How are you managing your personal life with the rodeo and music life?
So we actually just started homeschooling this year.
Just
And
this
in-
past year, yeah.
Yes, it's
Okay.
been so much better. We get to, do whatever we want through the week. Obviously our school, but
I just saw Mom like, what? You
Yeah,
can do
yeah.
whatever you want?
well, we get to, rope in the mornings, afternoons, and then do our school when we have breaks.
Yeah.
We went to Nashville a few weeks ago to work with a performance coach.
Yeah, that was pretty
What,
cool.
what was that like?
It was really
It was
cool. I
so
mean,
fun.
definitely a new experience for us, but we learned a lot about moving around the stage, and I don't know, it's just really cool.
I was going to ask you
There's an
about
art to that.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
about the industry aspect of music. That's something that a lot of people don't really talk about. Like, you want to be able to showcase your talent, your God-given talent, what you have. But then there's this whole business side of the music industry. So who is managing the two of you?
Mainly
Our
my
mom.
mom.
Mom, with
She
probably a
gets us-
full-time job. Yeah.
Yes.
She gets us a lot of our gigs and just helps us with everything. And my dad helps with social media, and so does Jocelyn Myers. She helps us a
Yes.
little bit.
Okay.
We love we had Jocelyn on the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're the sweetest.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
and to watch Ty's career just kind of
I know.
explode.
It's crazy. He's
Yeah.
so big right now.
Maybe you guys will get to maybe he'll open for you one day. You
Oh,
know?
that'd be great. You know, there's a lot of people out there, and there'll be some people in the audience today that think that what you're doing is so romantic and fun. Do you guys have a moment in where you were doing what you do and you thought, oh my gosh, this is the least romantic thing I've ever done in music? A flop
know.
on stage?
Podcast. It's a podcast.
Yeah, a podcast here in Dripping Springs.
Yeah, there's definitely been some times where, I don't know, it's just some shows are better than others, and I don't know, you really feel,
It depends on the crowd too.
yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
If we're playing a gig where we're backup sound, backup music, or where everyone's eyes are on us, it definitely depends on our crowd, on how we
Yeah.
perform.
For sure.
Yeah.
How do you get rid of the jitters if you get jitters?
I don't know. We usually just go out there and try to do our best and make sure that the crowd doesn't see if we're nervous or anything
Yeah.
like that. But yeah, I feel like when we get on stage, all the nerves go away once we start playing.
And
So-
I used to be so bad at performing. Like, I would just sit on the stage without a smile and just sing, but now I've kind of gotten better.
Yeah, you have.
I've been working on it, so.
Was this the performance coach that
Yeah.
helped you?
Yes, sir.
You
So
should
moving
hear-
around the stage, smiling,
Well, yeah.
look like you're having a great time.
You
Yes,
should
sir.
hear our first podcast. Like, we didn't know what we were
It's
doing
true,
either.
it's
You
true.
just you build
Yeah,
up.
we can get a
Yeah.
performance coach.
Maybe I am your performance coach.
That's true.
I'm like, you suck.
You're my
Stop doing that."
harshest critic.
That's right. That's right. Well, we
Yeah.
can't wait to have you back on the podcast. We will definitely have a more longer form interview,
Would
and we'll
love to
kind
do
of deep
that,
dive
yeah.
into what
Yes,
you guys
ma'am.
are doing.
And I can't wait to hear you today at Swampy Tonk. It's going
I
to be
know.
so much
Yes,
fun.
sir.
We're
We're
really
really
excited.
excited.
Well,
Yeah, right in front of your hometown crowd.
I know.
Yeah.
thank you
Wow.
guys so
Thanks,
much for
guys.
coming
Thank you
in.
Stop. Just
Well,
keep it rolling. It's
We're
okay.
on YouTube.
Yeah, we
We're on
just
YouTube.
make this up as we go along. So hang on.
And we are back in studio with Logan, Papp, and Jack Bennett. Welcome, boys.
Thank you. Howdy. Thanks for having us.
Welcome back to the show.
Welcome
we just had you
back.
on in episode 215 just a little while ago.
Logan, you're
the chairs were still
you're
warm
the
when you came in
first
here.
three-time guest
No
on the show.
way.
Yes,
yeah,
you are.
episode 83, episode 215, and now episode, I don't even know
what
this
is
one
this,
is. We're running
223,
out of
something like
yeah,
that.
Yes,
yeah.
we're celebrating
Yeah.
today.
We
Where's
are.
the plaque at?
Make
Oh, we
sure-
should.
Make sure when you guys get to the top, you give us some kudos, please.
Oh no, I'm going to be managing Logan's
Oh,
career.
sure.
I've already decided. Yeah, I talked to his parents last night. We've already agreed on all of it
boy.
because Logan apparently doesn't answer text messages. He just thumbs up things, and so we were
yeah.
like, "Where's Logan?" We had a private house party last night. Where's Logan? And look at Logan's face. And so I said, well, let me text his mom. And she goes, oh, we'll be there in 30 minutes. So yeah. There you go, Logan.
Why are we doing this right now?
Busted right now. How excited are you guys to be playing on the stage tonight?
It's gonna be real fun. We're very excited.
I'm pumped.
Jackson, what do you think?
I'm pumped. Yeah, it'll be
He's
good.
pumped.
Are you?
Oh yeah.
Is your girlfriend going to be on time, Jack?
On time?
Yeah,
Probably not.
probably
well, she's
not.
also riding with my mom, so
Oh, okay.
we gotta
Well,
rely
so
on
we're
we gotta rely
definitely-
on Kelly too.
Yeah, okay.
Is
Well,
this
Yeah.
the biggest event you guys have done in Dripping?
And dripping?
This
Here's
is the
the thing,
first
this is what I was
event I've
talking
done
with-
here.
Oh, well, there you go, Jack.
This is what I was talking to Ian, the guy managing all this last night. It's like there's not like since Nutty Brown closed down, this is such like a market that needs to be filled because there's no
Yep.
really big place in Dripping now.
so true.
Because like you can have a band play at Hudson's on Mercer, but it's still small there.
Yeah, but
It's
we're
like-
such a musical town anyways. You're right.
We say we are, but we gotta like have a stage. We need a big stage. We need.
Yeah.
I'm not like
There you go.
we are a musical talent. Like this is a great breeding ground for like music for sure. Absolutely. Because there is a bunch of places to play, but like if you want to put up a concert, I feel like I think this is like the perfect opportunity for it. I think Swampy Tonk is
I
Is-
hope
is the
it's a
spot.
trend. I hope it's something that
think
continues
I
for
think it
years
can keep
to
going.
come.
Absolutely.
Have you seen the stage yet, Jack?
I have no idea. I
Oh.
don't even know where it is.
Okay. Well, it's
You could
behind.
walk there from
Yeah, it's
here.
around the McDonald's.
Yeah.
It's like everything here. It's by McDonald's, by Sonic, or yeah.
When we were on the way here,
HEB.
when we were on the way here, he called me and he was like, just asking how far we are, and I just straight up asked. I was like, "What is this gonna be like? Is it like the roads closed down? Is it
Yeah.
down the street? I don't know, because I saw the videos you were posting, but that was all I had seen about it."
Well,
It's going to be fun. I think it's going to be a really nice event, a nice
excited.
venue.
my new favorite song right now that you have done is Roots Over Running. I
thank
am
you.
in love with this
That's
song.
a good song.
Thank
I
you.
truly
fist
am in
bump.
love with that song. When I first
play it
heard
today.
you, I hope you do. I'm in love with that song.
What's the response been?
It's just been me and all my friends have been jamming out to it because it's just like a little honky tonk song. Because I've been
Yeah.
writing so much heartbreak songs recently. I'm like, I gotta
Did you get
get
your heart broke, Logan?
no.
Quite the opposite, actually.
Oh, I was gonna say, let's name her right now.
No, I got a missus now.
Do you got a
great.
little lady?
We're happy.
And you'll hear it. We're gonna be playing some new songs today that haven't been recorded yet, and you can tell
Oh yeah,
that
That-
they were written after
That
this.
Logan's in love.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Logan. Look at-
this is are we? What are we supposed
Are
to
we
be talking about?
recording?
This is like,
I want to ask you a question about that. So you're writing some heartbreak songs. Do you feel pressure to write those? Is that like,
No, it's
are you
kinda
being
just-
identified as the heartbreak kid or something?
no, I'm trying to just keep keep trying to not venture too off from that like the sound that I'm trying to get into, but
Yeah.
just writing wise, I'm trying to still cover different emotions. I don't want
Yeah.
to stick to just one emotion, just heartbreak. It's just sometimes when you write one heartbreak song and you're already in that
Yeah.
mood, it's kind of good. Just you don't want to waste it, so you don't want to like waste that creative flow.
Yeah.
So it's just like might as well get another paper. Let's write some more stuff.
Yeah.
And now we started writing as a band, and that's whole different experience. It's so much fun.
Really? How does that process go? Walk me through that.
And it kind of starts with like an idea. It's like, hey, I got some lyrics. Like for instance, we wrote a song called "Whole Lot of Lightning" like a few days ago, where my electric guitarist came to me with this riff, and I was like, holy crap! It kind of reminded me of like Treaty Oak, kind of where they do like the riffs and they're all
Yeah.
iconic. This one was just really good. I'm like, all right, let's figure out the tone of this song. So it's kind of like a lost love, but like kind of you blink and you miss it kind of thing. Kind of, get the frat kids drinking because they're sad kind of song.
Yeah.
And so
Target
I just put some
audience.
lyrics to it, and then we showed it to everyone else like, hey, it's kind of a little rough draft we got, and they started pitching all these ideas for like different verses. Kind of what can we do to make this sound
That's
more
cool.
unique in this verse, and we kind of get that together in a few hours, and then we can just practice it over and over again, kind of
Yeah.
get it going, and it's
Is
really fun.
that usually how it goes, or do you sometimes just come up with all the lyrics and then you two get together and come up with the music, or how's it normally go?
So sometimes I'll have lyrics. It's kind of been most of the time I'll have like a good chunk of lyrics to some music, but we end up changing most of the music. As soon as I bring it into the garage, we practice it,
Yeah.
we end up changing most of the music. Because for me, I just want to make sure I have like, with the lyrics and just music, I just want to make sure I can have a tone and kind of a mood I can pitch to the band
Yeah.
that they can bounce off of. And so most of it ends up changing with music. Lyrics, usually, I'm usually the one that's just trying to just lock myself in my room for 8 hours and come up with
And
some,
just guide it.
come up with some good
Are
stuff.
you visualizing, like when you're going through like writing these lyrics? Are you visualizing these different instruments kind of coming through in this
Yes,
scenario?
Oh my gosh. When I'm driving, when I'm sleeping, when I'm in the shower, it's like, oh, I need a fiddle so bad. It's especially like when there's like those parts in those songs where the band's just all synced up, and they're like, that's when you know exactly what instrument you want to be in there.
Yeah.
And you got that moment, you're like, sweet.
There was, one of our other friends had an idea to write a song, and then I had like a one line to write as my input into the song, and we gave it to Logan, and then he turned it into what we think is going to be the biggest song we have.
So are y'all
That's
watching
another-
the trajectory of this music that you're creating just kind of continuing
Yeah.
to go up? Because the first time we interviewed you, you were like, okay, I'm going to go to college, I'm going to do this. Are your plans for the future now, Logan, just kind of changing?
My dad was telling me last night this Mike Tyson quote. It's like, you can plan years ahead, you can have a plan for however you think the night's going to go, but until you get punched in the face, then
Yeah.
that plan goes out the window.
You'll find that's a lesson for life in general. You can make all the plans you want, and in the end, it just happens the way it happens.
So, we're going to get a punch in the face, and then that's when we'll kind of start to probably pivot and figure out, okay, what do we do now? But yeah, of course, I still want to go to college. I want to play in College Station area. Just drive all around. Go Aggies.
Okay.
Bro,
Well, how are you
put
going to
those
come back
ones
in the
down, bro.
studio? Well, you got to keep coming back every time you have something.
It's just something like, hey, we figured out, but like, so I'm not trying to plan too crazy long term, but like short term wise, like, hey, here's just gay stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a few lined up now that we have a full band.
Oh yeah,
That's
we got
cool.
I know you've got it. What's the next festival
We
you're
have a
doing? What
Cattle
was that?
Country
Cattle
Cattle
Festival.
Country Festival. That's
All
pretty
right,
cool.
real fun.
Yeah, I'm really excited for that.
I bet you are. I want to ask you both, who in your family keeps you guys grounded? Like if you do an event and it wasn't your best, who's the one that calls you out on it and helps you grow?
I don't really know if I have that because
I do. I got every
My-
single person in my family.
my dad is the most supportive because he's done music and he's in
Yeah.
the radio business and all that stuff. But everybody else in the family doesn't know how it's supposed to sound. So if we mess up, they don't even know. And then I'll critique it and they'll be like, oh, well, we still thought it sounded fine. But I'll bring it up to my dad. And he's like, well, then next time just do it better. Like it's the most simple, like fix it problem.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's just most of the time it's me critiquing myself.
That's a necessary process, though. That's how you
Yeah.
get better. You know, like, hey, next time we do that in the podcast all the time. Hey, next time we could do this, and that would be even better.
It's one of my mottos in life. When you know better, you do better. But
Yeah.
sometimes I know better and I still don't do better because
Yeah.
I don't better.
Yeah. How about you, Logan? Who's keeping you on the straight and narrow?
Oh, God, you meet his parents.
Yeah.
Meet my
Let me tell
brothers,
you.
meet my parents. Having
Yes.
3 brothers,
Yes.
man, and we're all just fighting each other. You know, as soon as you step in the house, it's very humbling because you know, like you're bigger than nothing when you're
But
there.
Logan, you
Yeah.
have, I mean, quite honestly, stepping back, I've known your family since you were a young kid. You and your family, your brothers, y'all are such high achieving kids that it doesn't surprise me that coming from your mom and dad that your brothers are successful as they are and that you are going to continue to succeed over and over again. But I have to say that last night watching you, I was sitting there watching you and I was watching you watching Adam Hood, and it was so cool to watch that and just you were digesting it. You were like, oh
I
my
felt
God.
so inspired to write music when I got home.
Yeah, I bet you were. It was
Yeah.
cool. It was a cool experience to be able to watch somebody like you watch Adam, who's very experienced and acclaimed, and you're like, I think you were soaking it up like
And
a little
it's-
I was
sponge.
trying to just learn what I could with
Yeah.
the writing.
It's cool to meet your heroes and they actually deliver. Sometimes you meet your heroes and you're like, oh, that wasn't as cool as I thought, but it sounds like to me that Adam Hood delivered.
Absolutely. That was a great night.
Well, I am looking forward to it. I have we're introing you guys, so buckle
Ooh,
up there,
Michelle
Jack.
MC.
That's right.
Oh,
Well,
boy.
in the house.
Oh,
Yeah.
party.
So I'm excited.
It's going to be fun. We can't wait to hear you
gonna be
guys.
darn
We've,
fun.
we've talked to you a lot, but now we get to hear you on stage
I'm gonna get a
and
little tear
introduce
in
you.
my eye. Get a little tear in my eye.
All right, well, good luck, you guys. We'll see you out there.
Y'all have a good
Thank
rest of
you.
y'all's day.
Thank you. You're Waxahachie.
Waxahachie. They're
I'm gonna
very,
screw it
they're
up on
very
stage.
like about it.
I bet, yeah,
Waxahachie.
you say Waxahachie,
Yeah.
they probably like, no, that's
Yeah,
not right.
growing up, we moved around DFW a lot, and we lived in Coppell. They're real particular
Oh,
about
yeah.
that.
Coppell.
They say, see, that's what I've heard, and people be like, I know Texas, it's Coppell. I'm like, I lived there, it's Coppell.
Hey,
That's what everybody there
Coppell.
calls
Drive
it.
around
Coppell.
Austin. You got Manchac or Manchaca, but it's Manchac. You
didn't-
have Burnett, which is they call it
What?
Bur-
Everybody says Burnett,
Right.
but
Burnett.
it's Burnett.
What is the other one that they do? Oh, I love it. And you can always tell at California because they'll call it the one, and it's
Mopac.
Mopac, and it's like we don't say the highway. We don't
Right.
say the 290.
Well, and there's Buda, which
The Buda.
everybody from California
Buda.
says Buda.
Buda.
And,
Buda.
and Lano, which everybody from California says Yano.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Well, whatever. How'd
So-
you get your music start?
So I started singing in high school, doing choir, and honestly, musical theater. I did musical theater. I believe it or not, I was up there singing show tunes and stuff. But yeah, and I always loved it. And I played guitar just in my free time. When I quit playing sports, I got really into guitar. And yeah, I always kind of would write little things, and one thing led to another. I started playing at open mics, and that was how it started. Really, at the open mics, people would just come to me and be like, hey, dude, I own this winery up the road. You want to play there Saturday?
cool.
Hey, dude, I own this bar and
Yeah.
city over. You want to come play here next
Yeah.
Friday? And it was really cool. And it just kind of I think I did like 90 gigs last year, so like it just kind of snowballs, and I'm loving it.
So your personal sound, I listened to a couple of your songs. Did that just sort of evolve, or did you say this is the kind of music I want to sing, and then start trying to put that together?
I think it evolved on its own naturally, but it evolved with my music taste and what I'm listening to. And I grew up very much like listening to. I mean, I really didn't listen to much country music at all growing up. I listened to a lot of like, my dad was into like, they call it divorced dad rock. Even
I played divorced dad rock in the office.
Even though my dad has been happily married to my mom my entire life, but he loves that divorced dad, that edgy,
Creed.
Is that I'm crying in my pickup truck driving down?
It's like like I would say a switch.
Can you take me high? Yeah, like Eddie Vedder.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, there's some of that. And my mom and my grandpa and everyone on my mom's side was very into like Motown, soul music, R&B, and so it was just kind of a melding. Like Chris Stapleton has such a special place in my heart because it's like the perfect melding of like that kind of singing, that kind of music, that kind of craftsmanship. And so it's awesome.
So is that how it morphed into kind of more Texas red dirt country music, or how do you identify yourself?
Cross-Canadian ragweed. To be
there
so
you
honest
go.
with you, I discovered cross-Canadian ragweed, and I'd always listen to it when I was a kid, but like my dad would play them to the point where it was like, dude, can we listen to something else?
Yeah, please.
And then I got older, and I was like, why don't you go ahead and put that ragweed back on? Get that soul gravy going again.
That's
sure.
awesome.
But them, Randy Rogers, like when I was probably like early in high school, when I moved to Waxahachie, I really got into that red dirt country sound. For sure.
Michelle talks about that all the time, red dirt country.
I had to school Steve on what that was, what red dirt country music was. So
I grew up. You probably some of the artists that I grew up with.
They're dead.
They're
dead.
They're not dead.
All of them are dead.
Actually, Stevie Ray Vaughan's dead.
I was about
Jimi
to say,
Hendrix is dead.
Because I was about to add a note to that. So I love red dirt music. I consider myself a red dirt musician. However, I would say that what like more than red dirt, Texas musicians.
Yes.
Just Texas.
Yeah.
I'm a big Texas guy. I love Texas. A Pat Green song, I love Texas. But and Stevie Ray Vaughan. I was gonna say, as much as I love red dirt, as much as I love all these other influences, I mean that dude's probably number one on my influences.
Yeah.
Like that's the reason I started playing guitar.
Is that right?
I remember being 12 years old sitting there in guitar lessons, and he goes, what do you want out of this? And I just said, I want to sound like Stevie Ray Vaughan, man.
It's like, oh, well,
and he was like, all right, well, let's sign you up for 4 years of lessons because it's gonna be a while or whatever. But so Stevie Ray Vaughan, that dude's at the top. That's his Texan as it gets right there, dude.
It's such a shame that he died so young because he was. I can still like. Some of his songs you can listen to them 10 times in a row, and every time you listen to them you get goosebumps. It's amazing.
I like to play a musical roulette here in the office, and so my coworker Cedric that sits over here with me, I'll play something, I'm like, okay, Steve, who do you think this is? And he'll like say Michael Jackson, and we're like, oh, you were so close, but it's not. It's not.
AC/DC.
It's AC/DC. Yeah, it's AC/DC.
No.
But what's your favorite cover song to play?
Ooh, that's a good one. There's a couple. I mean, I would say the one I do best would be Wondering Why by the Red Clay Strays.
Oh, I love Red
I think every time I've played that song for like people like at private parties, they're like come up to me and they'll be like, yeah, dog, you got to keep that one in the set list.
That's where you think your musical talent kind of shines through in that sense?
Definitely, but I would say the one I have most fun playing is a John Mayer song. It's called Good Love Is On The Way. It's very bluesy, he plays it with a trio. I do it with my trio, but I also do it acoustic. It's a lot of fun. So those are a blast to play.
That's Ty Meyer's biggest influence was John Mayer, and he sat in that same spot that you sat in. Ty did. Ty's a Dripping Springs boy, and
we had him on before he hit the big time.
That's crazy. We were actually just listening because my little brother loves Ty Myers. I like his music.
Yeah.
And we were listening to him on the way down talk about like John Mayer and whatnot. So it's actually hilarious that like that's come up. But that makes sense. He's a Dripping Springs native. But that song is like just the kind of like, I don't know, I guess you have to be so in tune with the song to play and get all the timing and everything right.
Yeah.
It's just like.
How does it feel to be coming to Dripping Springs, a town that is known for producing some great musicians, and playing here today at Swampy Tonk?
Hoping to be the next one.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
To be honest with you, I just I want to be the next one. I want to be playing with those guys. For sure.
Yeah. Noah, is there a trend going on in country music right now that you're just not buying, that you're not going to get on that train?
I think AI generation. Just AI generation in general.
Yeah.
I think it's like like I have a musician buddy who we talk about AI all the time, and you know how it's so prevalent, it's so hard to get away from in music, and it's just like, I think that it's a tool, but like, you know, I don't know. I just think it's so clearly like at your job when your boss brings someone up and goes, hey, you're going to teach this guy how to do your job.
Yeah.
And as soon as you do, you're out of here. It's
Yeah.
like we're so clearly training these things to replace artists, to replace actual art. And that I don't get down with.
Well, the thing about country music too is all about being authentic, right? About speaking from the heart, and that's why I love singer-songwriters. It's like one of my favorite genres where they're speaking from their own experiences, own heart. And then if you're typing how you felt about something into a computer program and you're saying, "Hey, pop this up for me." It kind of loses that meaning, right?
Well, also whenever you get to like, you know, like when you're producing things with a formula, you know, everything's so I guess quantified, and like I guess it's just like so many voices get lost. Like what I love so much about country music is that like to bring up Cross Canadian Ragweed, they don't fit in any one box.
No,
they
it's
write
true.
their own thing, and they have such a unique take on life because they grew up in such a unique place, and so they have such a different voice. And it's just like we're gonna let computers take that place, and it's just okay, cool. We're gonna hear 1,000 perspectives of someone living in LA.
Yeah.
We're gonna hear 1,000 perspectives of a dude in New York. You
Yeah.
know, we're gonna lose that. A guy from Stillwater, Oklahoma.
I don't think we are, and here's why I don't think. Right now, Michelle and I, our main job is the real estate business, and when people use AI to write things, we can tell.
Right.
And I think it's probably happening already. People are going to say, that's an AI song. I don't want to listen to an AI song. I want to listen to a Noah Derrick song that he sat down and wrote in his kitchen table last week. And I think we'll get past that. And I just can't see it doing away with real music.
I hope so, but I think to not talk about it and to not say,
No, I agree with
totally
that.
agree. Yeah.
I think, you know, because there are, you know, like we were just talking, we were driving down here, there was a road that was one way. You could only go straight.
Yeah.
And there were 3 signs. It said, middle one said don't turn, and the ones on both sides said, one was a picture that said don't turn left with a diagram, and another one said a picture that said don't turn right with a diagram. I was like, how many signs do they need? You can't even turn.
I know.
This road goes straight. I'm
Yeah.
like, those signs exist for somebody.
Yeah,
Like those
well,
are essential for somebody.
It's true. It's
And
true.
so it's like, you know, even though I agree with you, I think that we're naturally going to evolve past it.
Yeah.
You know, this is a fad. But I think, you know, it's still good to talk about.
I agree. You got to bring it front and center because it is something that's happening. But I think there's always going to be a place for real artists, real musicians. So.
Well, speaking of, we really look forward to having you on stage today. I think you're first up. So you start this festival off today here in Dripping Springs, the first Swampy Tonk 2026.
I'm going to try to start it off with a bang.
Well,
You are. I know you are.
We
Just
look
me and my
forward.
acoustic,
Yeah,
but,
you and
we're
your
gonna-
acoustic. Well, we look forward to having you, and I hope
ma'am.
I don't screw it up and say. Wait, I'm gonna already
I'll
say
let
it.
you know if you do.
I will. I'll say.
I won't,
Say
though.
it again.
I'll be Walks.
Waxahachie.
Walks. I
Like
gotta.
walking.
I gotta
walk.
phonetically.
Like
okay.
a walk, like stir fry.
Oh,
Waxahachie.
okay.
Oh,
Like a
even
walk
better.
like stir fry. Like a
Yeah.
walk like stir fry.
Well,
Okay.
no, I know you're going to
Waxahachie.
kill it today, and I
Thank
can't
y'all
wait
for
to hear
having
it.
me.
Of Uncle Lucius, welcome to the show.
Greetings. Thanks for
Thank
having us.
you.
We're really honored to have you guys.
Absolutely.
Cheers.
Yeah. Swampy Tonk 2026. How
How about
excited are you to be here?
Great. The weather's great right now.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
digging the
pretty
cool
excited.
air.
No kidding, huh? Yeah. How'd you think about a podcast or a concert in late March in the middle of Texas? You thought, shoot, it could be 95 degrees in the middle of the day.
It's a toss up, right?
Yeah, yeah. Tell us about the band. You guys. So Kevin, you had the band started in 2002.
2006.
2006.
Yes.
Yeah, and then you had a long string, and then you went and did something else for a while.
Yeah, we
Parked cars or something like that, or worked at
Exactly.
Whataburger. Yeah.
did both of those
Okay.
things. Same shift. Yes. Yeah, we would. How was our? We were 13 years,
That sounds right.
and then took a 5-year break, and the iron got hot. We got popular again after we'd broken up.
Oh,
Was
We were
that
like,
was
why
that from
didn't we do this
Yellowstone?
years ago?
Yep.
Was that from the Yellowstone
It
episode?
was. You know, random chance they picked up that song,
Yeah.
and the iron got hot. And we're like, we like each other, and people are listening to this song again. Let's get back out there.
My
So-
oldest son actually introduced me to your music. He's 30, and so he was like, "Oh, Mom, you gotta listen to this song." And I started listening to it. I was like, "Oh, I really like it." And I thought, like, I actually thought you guys were African American when I first
Awesome.
heard you. Like I was like the soul,
baby.
yeah, the soul sound of your voice.
Cool. You can't help how you sing, I guess.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
And are you born and raised in Austin?
Oh no. I was born in Freeport, Texas, south
Okay.
of Houston. The band formed in Austin in '06. I moved there in 2002. Maybe
Okay.
that's where you got.
Oh, that's okay. That's what it was.
How do you think Austin, the music scene, has changed in Austin since when you first started? Even the early 2000s.
I mean, just like the city, it's grown exponentially.
Yeah.
There's always been a scene there, but man, it's wide ranging now. It's pretty exciting because the city's still alive, and so a lot of people move there, and you get this melting pot of just great stuff. Pretty cool to see.
As much grief as people give Austin, Austin really has, the live music scene has ruined it for me when I go visit anywhere else besides Nashville, because it's like I'm always looking for that live music or to day drink or something, and you're like, what the hell, you don't have any day drinking
Right.
music, and
Yeah.
what is that?
Don't get in my way of day drinking.
That's right.
What's some of the favorite venues that you guys have played?
The Ryman's pretty cool.
Oh
Yeah.
God, yeah.
We did that one.
Is it haunted?
I didn't stick around long enough to find out.
I felt something in there.
Did you?
Yeah, I felt something.
That's fun.
Mhm.
So today, what are people going to hear from you today at Swampy Tonk?
They're gonna hear all the hits, and then the new stuff.
Yeah.
We just finished another new album. We're actually right after this going into Austin to listen to it. We had it mixed in the Dolby Atmos 360,
Oh, okay.
and we have to go to a special room to hear it. So we're
Oh,
gonna do that right
really?
after this interview. But yeah, they're gonna hear Uncle Lucius, which is a wide-ranging thing. It's you got country, soul, blues, psychedelic,
Swampy Tonk.
swampy.
Swampy
Yeah,
Tonk.
they're gonna hear some
Yeah.
Swampy Tonk.
It's
Yeah.
a mix, ain't
That's
it?
right.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
I heard that you're gonna want some of that crawfish too.
No doubt.
I heard that was one of the writers. I was like, oh, what is Uncle Lucius band? What are they gonna want? Like only green M&Ms or something like that. Red twisters. No, it was
Just plenty of crawfish.
you wanted
It'll be fine.
crawfish. Yeah, you wanted crawfish.
Yeah.
Oh no, you go right
Oh, yeah.
ahead, Mallett.
So the song that I'm not a big country music aficionado.
I know, by
Michelle
looking at him, you
is.
wouldn't know.
Everything I know, I think I learned from Michelle. But your song "Keep the Wolves Away," it was on the charts for a long time. Is that your most popular song? You think?
It is our most popular song. And
To
it really
date.
wasn't on the charts.
Oh, really?
It got to, I think, number 9 on the Texas music chart when it came out
Okay.
in 2012.
Yeah. been a
Is
while.
that song that old?
Yeah.
2008 actually?
Really?
Well, the recording on the album
Oh yeah.
that they hear.
Yeah.
And that song's all about your dad and
It's a
what
true
and
story
what
about
he
my
went
dad.
through, and it's
Yeah.
man, you can really hear it through it. So, is your father still alive?
He is.
So when you wrote that song, how did he feel about the song, his story being told in that sense? Is it-
He was then, and he still is very proud.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, yeah, he's very proud.
you're still your dad's kid.
That's right. He even
Yeah.
comes to shows. He was at Green Hall earlier this month.
Are we gonna
see
get to
us
meet him
play.
today?
He's not gonna be here today. No, they got things to do.
Darn it,
You know.
darn it.
But come out to another local show. He may be there.
Yeah.
How hard is it to follow up a hit like that with something else?
You don't think about it.
You just do the
I
best.
mean, it's,
Yeah, you didn't write it to make a
that's-
hit, right?
especially that one.
Never.
yeah.
It didn't become a hit until what was it, 2020, 2021, when it was on Yellowstone.
Yeah.
And it had a life of
yeah.
its own on YouTube because there's a video about it that tells the
Mhm.
story,
Uh-huh.
and so it had some legs there, but it didn't become what it is now. It went platinum because of Yellowstone.
But you're more than that song.
Oh, no
there's
doubt.
there's so much more to you than just that song.
I wouldn't call us a country band either.
Really?
We are definitely more rock and roll, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah,
The
so-
rockabilly type. Are you starting to maybe identify, or more people are coming out? I remember it used to be kind of taboo. I've been in the country music scene for a long time, and just even be called Texas red dirt, you're like, you're kind of trash to be red dirt. But now it's like it's kind of cool to be red dirt. Do you kind of identify at all with that, or no?
Not at all. Sorry.
No. Well, no,
not
that's
not
good.
wrong
anything
with that.
against it.
Yeah,
Because I'll tell you the truth. My humble opinion, labels are made to be able to commodify something.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah.
commerce, and then But also, I mean, there's a lot of pride in the Texas red dirt, but it started out as this Oklahoma thing, red dirt, with like Leon Russell and all those cats up in Oklahoma. And it's constantly changing, the labels and what it really means. So I honestly try not to ever think about a label, right?
No, definitely not.
We just make what we make, and then.
That's all you can do, man.
I know. And it's okay because somebody needs to put it in a place, and that's okay, but we're in a lot of places. That's
How
our
much
goal.
pressure does the industry put on you guys to make the music they want you
A
to make
lot.
versus what you make? Yeah,
It's
because it's
definitely there.
holding the wallet and you're like, no, that's not what I want to do.
It's been a problem for us for a while since we started. We've never fit into a mold that they could really. It just made sense, radio wise, I guess, right?
I mean, we're paying
Yeah.
you with pizza and beer. Did you guys think you were again?
Yeah, again, we never think of labels. We just make what we make, and then
Yeah.
on an album, maybe this one song will fit in this world, so you kind of have to do that. And then the label's different. Like 20 years ago when we started, there were different labels than there are now, and places to put it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and if you fit in a label, then you feel pressure to create the next thing that fits that genre, right?
Right, you
So
can be.
You
if-
lose
yeah.
a lot of the creativity that you have.
Well, here's the thing: we've always been pretty independent, and only make what we want to make. And then if it works, we find a partner to help us out on a record label, or we put it out on our own. We'll do that, but never. I mean, we got a good lawyer a long time ago.
Good, that's good.
And that was
I
an
may
important thing.
need that number. I may need that number.
And that's how we do it.
Let's talk about the fans for a second. So you have fans that have been with you guys from the very beginning, and they just kind of follow you around. And
Yeah.
how special is that? Like, have you noticed that your fans, the demographic has kind of changed a little bit?
It's a beautiful thing. Like you said, your son introduced you
Uh-huh.
to us. We have generations of people that come to our shows, and sometimes the dad introduced somebody to a song, vice versa, and it works that way. So it's really cool to see. Yeah, we have a few fans that have been to 120 something shows
Holy
now.
cow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Well,
keep
maybe
every
today,
service.
my son introduced you to me. Maybe today I will introduce you to my son.
That's
That'll
right.
be, that's we'll just pass it down.
Goes round.
Yeah.
Do either of you guys have a superstition that you follow every time you go on stage? Like a ritual?
We got some Maker's Mark down in the kitchen
Yeah.
over there.
Start that
Try not to
early
do
often.
too much of that.
You know what? I honestly just try to be present. I'd stay mindful to have the intention to be present, because you can get caught up if you're playing for nobody or for thousands of people. You get caught up in that, and then if you're playing music and you're not present, you'll get lost.
It shows too.
It does.
Oh,
Yeah.
guys, huh?
So if you're just, no matter what's happening, like a pitcher in Major League Baseball, zone out.
Man.
Just be there in it.
Is there that moment though when you're on stage and like they're singing the song back to you and you just kind of look back and you're like, what the hell, man, this is
Oh yeah.
fucking awesome.
Done that a few times. The first time we played in London, England,
Oh,
it
geez.
was our first show in Europe.
Yeah, that was
We
wild.
pulled into London, England, and there's like 150 people in this small place, and they're singing the song back to us.
No way.
What the hell is happening?
Never been there.
The interweb is an amazing thing.
Prince Harry's in the corner.
Well, I'm really excited to hear you guys tonight at Swampy Tonk, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And thank you for spending a few minutes with us this morning.
Thank you so much, you guys.
It's work. Okay, we're back.
We're back.
We're actually recording right now.
We had to take a couple of days to recap this because we were so
Yeah,
tired.
I was so tired, but man, it was worth it. What a phenomenal event! Live music back in Dripping Springs
It was
after
crazy.
Nutty Brown closed 5 years ago,
Yeah.
and we had an event, Swampy Tonk 2026. Reminded me of the good old days, just like back at Nutty Brown.
If you watch on, if you ever watch on YouTube, I'm going to scroll through some of the pictures that we took. So the night before Swampy Tonk, I was fortunate enough to be invited to a private house party at Pigpen with Adam Hood, and it was so amazing.
It was.
The girls and
Cunningham Sisters
and Logan were
Papp.
there. Logan was just soaking it up.
That's Adam Hood and his band. And Adam Hood's drummer, I didn't get his name. That guy was amazing.
Phenomenal.
Oh, he was having so
Yeah.
much fun. He was throwing drumsticks and just going crazy. Just really, really enjoying
Yeah,
the
he was
music.
really phenomenal.
Yeah, we
that
had a
was
great
Logan.
time.
But yeah, it was
No
wonderful.
Derrick.
You know, the funny part. Oh, it updated. The funny part is, so we hosted the green room here at our office,
We did.
right? And I don't even think you kind of understood what that meant. I remember that I said, well, I'm going to go get some water and some snacks. And you're like, why are you going to do that? I'm like, well, because it's the green room and
Yeah.
we need to have snacks. And I'm telling you, these guys were so appreciative of the stuff that we did. Now, I used to do the green rooms when I worked for Chick-fil-A and when it was then Clear Channel. And
even Uncle Lucius, when they came in, you had sunglasses and Deep Eddy vodka for them and a bunch of other stuff, and they said, "Is this for us?"
yeah,
Yeah.
are these free? And I was like, yeah, take them.
They're for you. Yeah.
I'm showing, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see some of the
Jackson
videos.
Bennett.
Yeah, you can see some of the videos and stuff like that and pictures that we took. But the funny part is that we were waiting for all of these artists to kind of come in so we can interview them. Curtis Grimes was running late, so
Yeah.
we didn't get to. Oh, I just showed a picture of my blue suede
Where you
outfit.
look like somebody's couch.
Yeah, that's what Adam Hood's drummer said. He
Yeah.
said I could be a statue in the corner of his room. He
his
goes,
room.
"You'd be expensive." But-
He's
but
got that right.
They were first off, they didn't know they were going to be on a podcast. Number one, I think
Yeah.
Adam did because I told him the night
Yeah.
before. Second, they were so gracious when they sat here.
They were
And-
all of them, every single one of them.
Yeah, and we fumbled a bit because
it's
we were
part
like
of the deal.
going between artists and
we had to fit 6 hours worth of stuff into 2 hours.
Yeah.
So, and which we did, but it came out good. A couple big takeaways for me. I knew Uncle Lucius. I hadn't really heard of. I had heard of Adam Hood, but I had never really listened to his music. I'm a big fan of all the artists. I'm a really big fan of Uncle Lucius and Adam Hood now.
Yes.
Their music is amazing, amazing music.
And just to watch how they operated, that's on the screen right now on YouTube, some of the videos, and if you can see on Instagram, this was Steve's and our kind of
our workbench.
our workbench. We kind of took over somebody's equipment box right there. Steve and I'm very proud of us.
I'm proud of us too.
I have to say that I think you and I,
Well, I said
Pulled it off.
I said during the show, I said I know we look like a couple of highly trained professionals, but we're not.
we're not.
Because nobody's ever coached us on how to do one of these things. They gave us what they call a run of show, which is this artist goes on at that time and this happens at that time. And Michelle, you put it all together, and we put it on cards and printed it out, and we got up on stage, and I noticed we both got more and more and more comfortable as the night
Yeah.
went on.
Maybe that was the watermelon margarita.
I was gonna say it wasn't for me,
No.
but
Hey, you know what? If you look at all the running around I did, I had the entire time I was there. What was that? How long we were there? 8 hours. I had
8 hours, yeah.
one full drink because I would take a
Actually,
drink,
We were there. Yeah, we were there 8 hours. Yeah.
but I would take a drink and I would put it down somewhere, and I
Uh-huh.
don't know where I would put it.
Yeah.
And then
I
somebody would give
had
me another
like
drink.
12 water bottles there where I drank half of it, put it down, and then I'd go, well, there's 8 water bottles there. I don't know which one's mine, and I'd grab a new one. But
One of the funny parts was when we were sitting at that little area right behind stage, and Todd got me that watermelon margarita, which the drinks were amazing. Pigpen did an
Pigpen
amazing
Barbecue
job.
did a great job.
And I said, you can take a sip of this if you want to. And you go, I already did. And woo, it was strong. And then later I was like, oh, Steve's hungover already.
Yeah,
Took
that's
one little
right.
sip.
I took like the tiniest little sip, like a drop. But it was, Holly and I got to hang out.
Yeah.
Her sister Brandy came with her niece Lily, and my dad came, and hanging out in the audience listening to these wonderful artists, live music in Dripping Springs. I honestly didn't think it'd ever come back like this. I hope it's a regular thing, and I hope we can do it in the future. And
Man.
thanks to the city of Dripping Springs
Yes.
for taking a chance. Yes, and approving this event, and I hope that it was more than you expected, better than you expected, and I hope you'll approve it next year if it's
I
able to
do.
come back.
I really do. And I hope whatever capacity it is, even if we do something like this again in the next couple of months, there's talks in with Bill to do something, not this
Not
scale,
this scale, yeah.
but bringing live music back. I was walking around, I was working the audience, and what I heard from more people was two things. This is like old Austin music, and this is what this town needs. This is like Nutty Brown.
I
And
know.
my husband said the same thing. He said, you know what this reminds me of? When we first started coming to Founders and we would sit out there and we
I said the same thing. It reminded me of Founders 20-something years ago, where you'd go, it was like a block party. You saw all these people you knew. You saw people just dancing in the street because people were just standing up in front of their lawn chairs dancing. You know, there was food, there was music, there was alcohol, there was just mud bugs.
Yeah.
There was so much fun there. It was great. It wasn't overly produced. It was just right. It was local. And the city, I know we have some fans at the city. The city suggested they move it to Ranch Park, which is a great venue, but it's not
for this. Not for
we
this.
need to have this in
Downtown Drip.
Draw people to those businesses, those restaurants. Let's not carry them. There are some events that need to be at Ranch Park. This is not one of them.
One of my favorite moments, I had a lot of really cool moments. Like, little girl asked me for my autograph, which I thought was really cute. A mom and daughter went up to my son Logan and asked for his autograph and picture, and Logan signed it Logan Lewis, which I thought was hilarious. And I think we've decided they thought he was Travis Kelce because or Jason Kelce, because Logan gets that all the time. But one of my favorite moments, and I introduced you to him, way in the back, it was all the way in the back, not VIP section, way in the back, there was this gentleman sitting all by himself.
Remember his name.
And I went over there and I introduced myself to him, and he told me he lives down the street.
Creek Road,
Lives on Creek Road, and he goes, he was at his house and he heard sound check, and he was trying to figure out where it was coming from. And he started investigating, and he ended up bought a ticket.
He said he heard one of his favorite songs. Somebody
it was
covering
Bob Seger, right? Was that the?
I can't remember who it was. It might have been Logan and Jackson covering one of his favorite songs, and he said, I don't know what it is, but I gotta go."
Yeah.
And he came over.
And he said he had the best time. He's originally from Alabama. His wife recently passed away, I think, within the last year or so. Yeah. And he said, "This reminds me of community again." He had every time I'd walk by me, he had the biggest smile on his face.
Yeah.
So nice.
I saw a lot of smiles. I saw a lot of people having fun.
No
VIPs.
drama.
No, not.
I didn't even see a crying corner, dude. I told you every concert has a crying corner.
I didn't see it.
I saw 0 crying corners.
If it was way over in the dark where nobody knew about it. One of the things that I don't have a big background in doing one of these things. You have much more than I do. We have this impression of artists that everything's super professional and prepared, and you know they've got schedules and everything happens. But when you're behind the stage and you see, they're just like us. They drop stuff. Sound checks don't go right. If one of the Cunningham Sisters guitars didn't work,
they had to use Logans.
They used Logans. It's like, you know what? They just roll with the punches and they make great music. It was really fun.
I have to say, to kind of wrap things up for me, I really want to thank from the bottom of my heart Adam Hood and his amazing band, and Uncle Lucius for giving this little town a chance and letting us showcase your amazing talent.
I think they liked it too.
Thank you so much. And also, you guys, thank you for giving Logan and Jack an encore, and the Cunningham Sisters and Derrick, who he said this was the highlight of his so far musical career.
No way! Well, he's gonna go far. He's a great artist.
So thank you guys. Thank you to Dripping Springs. It warmed my heart. I kept walking around just thinking, this is so dang cool that we got to be a part of this.
Gotta bring it back. The highlight for me was introducing, there was a bunch, but one of the highlights was sitting in the audience while Uncle Lucius was playing, knowing they were a platinum record band, thinking, Michelle and I just introduced them.
Yeah.
How freaking cool
that was that? And he gave us a little.
He did. He gave us a little wink, like, "Hey, good job." I was like, yeah.
Curtis Grimes, when I said Jesus, Texas, and music in that order, and he said, "Hey, thanks for that." That's what he told me.
That's gonna come up in a song, I'll bet you.
That's what. Well, he has T-shirts that say that, and I saw that. But yeah, once again, thank you, Dripping Springs, and I also want to give, to use your favorite word, shout out to Ian and Christine
from Evil Hawk Entertainment.
Man, you guys, y'all are phenomenal, and through all of the little behind-the-scene hiccups that nobody knew in front of the stage. We were really blessed to be partnered with you guys, and we can't wait to do it again. And Bill and Michelle Pigpen will be there in about, an hour. So see you there.
You can have my chicken fajita tacos ready. So Thanks for joining us, everybody. We will talk to you soon.
And we are Mallett and Michelle.